with Bob Eldrick? Is he still with it?
I've seen him for ages now. It's
Sydney Reed.
Well, Mike, he was speaking to him just not long ago.
She was at the hospital quarter or something.
But first of all, Bruce George.
He's right the far side of the far side.
Oh, that's right. Still as well as he was with it.
No,
I
he's
never see him.
Did he?
No.
he's
He'd
a
a bad
car
accident
boy.
on
Motorbike crash.
Did you mind the Dave? There was the Rothas. And George wasn't there. And there was a phone call. He'd been.
picked him up the house.
No, he was inside.
Inside.
That's right. You never mind that. Aye. We played Rothas.
I hope the sound's new one.
You were discussing the dressing room. That was quite good. Discuss the dressing room whilst looking at the photos.
It'd been painted green and white.
Hardness,
Oh,
aye.
it's
So Robbie says like he says it.
Aye, it was definitely painted green and white.
You sure you're not colour blend?
No,
You're only in seen it green and white.
definitely.
I think it was the shirts that was hung up.
Mikey said the note you'd ask
To come off with a leg knock,
You
I
might
think
not
that was
finish.
due to me, I think.
Oh, definitely painted it because Dodie Gray was a Celtic man. It was the first decoration for a while.
He was still fit to misbehave in a social night.
Oh, aye.
Jimmy Johnson.
Aye. And a big joke coming in and just standing there at the door.
The splatter about
He just stood there and he was looking around.
the splatter with
I think he had them all wide up.
Aye. Very good. Very good.
Vinegar with that like.
No.
Oh, I joked in his and he just had to stand there and
Just look.
just like friendly there, he'd to look.
Hughes again, how many did he score?
He was voted the greatest ever Celtic player, wasn't he?
Jimmy Johnston.
Aye.
Alright, next page.
That left you.
Bertie Auld. He was good.
We'll remember Jimmy Brown anyway.
Spent a no, you're going to go with the Celtic games now. It's a bit of
I'll come back away.
yeah, come back away.
Think so?
It could easily be.
Right, so there was a bit of, you were chatting away about that top right, the team photo, weren't you?
Okay.
So a bit of pointing to that. That's why I'm just looking at that just now. So when you go,
Okay. That's George. Brian. Kenny?
Ian
No,
Stevens.
Ian Stevens. Is that Bob?
Aye.
That's Bob.
That's
aye.
Bob.
Michelle, Kenny,
You're
that's
right
right.
behind me, Dougie.
That's
Joe,
no, that's Bob Elliott. Bob
Never
Elliott.
see his hand like
You miss a crack with the referees as well.
Aye, they were poor good guys, weren't they?
They were, aye.
did Johnny Mossy come after it? Just after
I
it?
thought so.
I think so.
Aye.
Oh, just after it.
I think they're both going now. The coin was
He's
still
still with it.
Could easily be.
I think so.
Could easily be.
you want to turn the page for me, please. Now.
I like how seen when they're out in the golf course. They're only playing golf like, but they're keeping the youngsters.
Bertie Auld.
Aye. He was a good,
good guy.
but no, he's a true gentleman. He was, right? To the young kids.
Ollie Wallace.
Whenever any of the young kids still going about, remember that. Very good.
And the Provost, no.
The Provost, aye, that's right. No, it's happy memories, isn't it?
Led Jockstein.
Aye.
He was something else. He was special.
I know.
What was Paul?
Money away.
Oh, he's still saying he's slapping.
Did I?
Took the morning, you didn't worry about
Not long ago, you know when we were raising funds to build the memorial? Yeah.
Aye, was it that?
Yeah.
Kennedy Road and Gilpin Road. He says that.
So we right on whatever idea, but yeah, in your
He
committee.
just as well.
You look here, please. The guy in the red scarf, look here as well.
I'm recording.
Super.
You
Right,
sure?
just your name to start with.
Okay, Douglas Mill.
Douglas Mill, thank you very much. And of course, you played in the 1970
That's right,
game.
yep.
What were your memories of it?
Oh, a lot of good memories. It's especially the crowd and just the atmosphere alone, and playing against European Cup winners. And it was just a week before another cup final that they promised to come up and play, and took us all by surprise. And really delighted, and we appreciate what Celtic did, and there's a lot of happy memories up here. Really is.
And you got to socialise a bit with the players.
Very
as
much
well.
so. After the game, it was there's a dinner in the Royal Hotel, and you're sitting with your boyhood heroes, and Jock Stein, a football legend. Can't say any more.
What were the players like?
Oh, just two gents, just like ourselves, ordinary people, no put on or anything like that.
Do you remember what the atmosphere was like in the town at the time?
Oh, it was buzzing. Everybody was buzzing, and it was great. Celtic came up and socialised in the village before and after, a day before and a day after, and things like that. And there's photographs of the kids in the golf course and things like that. It was brilliant. Really
Is it
was.
one of the best games you ever played?
Oh, no question about it. If you score a goal, even whether it's an own goal, I still say I scored for Celtic. So that's my lasting memory.
It's tinged with a bit of sadness because of the reason
Yeah,
that the match
yeah,
was played. How
yeah.
important was it for the time?
Oh,
that
it was
it
very
happened?
important. It showed in the amount, the crowd, 6,500 here, and everybody was behind. It's Peterhead, Fraserburgh. It is a fishing village, fishing town, and it's just everybody gathered round, and there was a lot of money raised for a good cause.
And do you think people felt that they were doing their bit?
Oh, there's no question about that. Yep.
Fantastic. That's brilliant. Thank you
Thank
very
you.
much.
That's
Right,
no bother.
that was easy peasy.
I am recording.
Brilliant. Just look at me, ignore the camera, and tell me your name first of all.
George Malley.
George Malley. Thank you very much, Stuart. What are your memories of the match?
First and foremost, it's very cold, and probably the biggest crowd has been in the Belsley Park. Now, but
And what was it like playing against Celtic? I mean, they were the big guys, weren't they?
oh, it was very, very nervous. But the speed that they played at were sometimes just chasing shadows. But it was a good experience and something we'll treasure for a long time to come yet.
In terms of matches that you played, was it the highlight?
Yes, definitely.
And you got a chance to socialise with the guys as well. What were they like?
Very, very down to earth, really decent guys. Very, very. What's I'm looking for? They were just very welcoming, and because they were going off to play in the European Cup final, and it was sometimes awesome to be alongside them.
And can you remember thinking, my word, I'm away to play sort of Celtic heroes? Do you remember kind of looking over and thinking, is this for real?
No, not really. It was just a case. It was another game, but it was the status a Celtic Football Club coming to Fraserburgh.
Of course, it was a huge boost for the town as well. Do you remember what the atmosphere was like?
Probably sombre, I would think, because of the circumstances that they came here for, but it maybe just helped enlighten some of the mood of the town during what happened to some of the families in the town.
Of course, it raised a huge amount of money as well.
I suppose it did, but then how can you replace loved ones with money? It's a very, very poor substitute.
But it might have given the club and I suppose other people in the town a chance to feel like they'd done something good.
Yes, but possibly every little helps, but it was probably a little comfort to the families that had lost their fathers during the disaster.
It was 45 years ago. Does it feel like it was 45 years ago?
No. Definitely not. Time goes quick.
Did you ever speak about it now?
No, not really. No, it's just one of those things. It's happened, and you just go on with it. But you would say the word I'm looking for. It's put on the back burner, and you just get on with life.
Fantastic. Thank you very much.
Okay.
That's grand. Thank
Right,
you.
Thank you.
And recording.
Okay, just tell me your name to start with.
Kenny Roger.
Kenny, thank you very much. What do you remember of the match?
I just remember all the people around about and everything like that, the big crowd and just playing against players like that. Ken Celtic, you never believed
Okay, that's a bit
that you'd ever
wild,
do
sorry.
it.
Aye, bit wild to go inside.
Wait for the wind. So just. Right, try again.
Okay, what do you remember from the match?
Just about all the crowd round about and everything like that, and playing against players like calibre of Celtic, and just something you'll never ever forget. Ken.
What was it like playing against them? I mean, they were the big league.
Well, it's no matter what game you're playing, you've got to try your best, like, but they're just different class, really, like, and you never imagine that, like, so that's something you'll live with the rest of your life.
What were the players like? And of course, the very famous manager.
Oh, aye, but they were okay, again, and spoke to you, and just, well, once we'd done a rod and for a meal and that, and they're just normal guys, like, and you didn't think that, like, but that's just what they were, so it's just that we fed Bonaway, like.
Do you remember what the atmosphere was like in the town around about that time?
Oh, town was just buzzing with people, like, and everybody was speaking about it, and just somebody, well, it's your mates, it was all local lads and our man list, so it was good crack and that,
Do you remember what you thought when you were told you were going to be playing Celtic?
Well, don't remember now, but I suppose we were thinking it was something different, so aye, it was really something different, so enjoyed it, brilliant, so
Do you think you'd ever see the like of that again these
I wouldn't
days?
think it, like, no, I wouldn't think it, well, you didn't want to, on it, if it was a lifeboat disaster or not, you didn't want something like that to happen again, like, but I don't think it'd ever happen again, would it, playing against Celtic,
How
so-
important do you think was it for the town that something like this happened?
Well, it gives the town a bit of a boost, is it really, like, and at that time things wasn't great either, like, so it's fairly helped that, like, okay.
Do you? I mean, it's 45 years ago. Do you
Aye.
ever remember the match?
Well, you do remember bits about it, like, but well, once you phoned me, I went to go to photographs and to see who was playing and that, and you remember things then, but 45 years a long time, well, I played here for well, since I was 18 till I was 40, so I played 500 games for Fraserburgh, like, so that's probably the biggest game I ever played in,
And a good story for the family.
Oh, brilliant, brilliant. I have 2 grandchildren, and that's my granddad, and that, you see that, like, so it was good. So,
Fantastic. Thank you very
okay,
much.
no
That's
bother.
perfect.
Thank you. You want somebody else?
Like-
Noble.
Perfect. Question.
More for Life of August.
A wee bit more. Just tell me how often you come to the club or anything like that.
Well, not so much in these last years, but I used to come to the football.
Okay. What do you remember of the match itself?
Well, just it was so exciting to play a team of their stature, like European Cup champions, and we were a Highland League side, so it was a big event for us at the time. But it was 2-0 at half time, and we thought we were doing not too bad. But I think Jock Steen must have had a few words with his team at half time, and they come out and sort of run us off the park, and they scored another 5 goals. But it was a great thing for some of the younger players in the team. They thought that was magic, playing against guys of that stature.
And you got a chance to really get to know the players a wee bit as well, because you socialised a wee bit with them.
Yes, and we went for a meal with them after